Well, Richard, the background is that generally, like many other people, I've become increasingly interested and concerned about the growing issue of climate change. But the specific thing that triggered my decision to try and move this proposal was actually a cooperative group event for members, which was a free screening of the film An Inconvenient Truth. And what I realised was that there was something indeed that we could and should do. I think almost everybody is now convinced that climate change is a real and growing problem. It's only the refuseniks that don't accept that. And it does seem to me that this is something that is absolutely at the root of what cooperatives should be about, of social responsibility. I mean, the reality is that climate change is a global problem, that it will affect people in different ways, and also that the contribution that we're making to it is unequal. And if it's a global problem, as it is, then it seemed to me that it was absolutely essential that the next global meeting of cooperatives should address it. Now, what can cooperatives do? Collectively, we are equal to the 10th largest economy in the world, and I think it's essential that on a worldwide basis we acknowledge the problem and resolve to do what we can. And specifically, I think there are 3 steps that we can take. One is to be conscious of and to reduce our own emissions of greenhouse gases. Second is something I think that co-ops can do uniquely, which is to use our membership and to inform our members, to encourage them to join in our campaigns and to themselves to adopt lower carbon lifestyles. And when we talk to organisations that are in the vanguard of this issue, they tell us that one of the most important things that we can do is to help them to lobby governments. Politicians do respond to letters and calls, etc., from individuals, and that is something we have actually done in the UK. We've organised campaigns of letter writing to MPs that has resulted in a climate change bill which is one of the best in the world at the moment. And so overall, I do think that this worldwide meeting of cooperatives should address this real worldwide problem and make commitments to do what we can to mitigate its effects.
Okay, whenever you want to ask a question.
Right, yes. What can delegates do?
Okay. So I want the Assembly to support the proposal overwhelmingly, but over and above that, I want delegates to sign up to indicate their support. We have created a website as a temporary website for the ICA, and delegates in the internet room, which is the Butterworth room, can come in. They can sign up, pledge their support for the climate change campaign, and request further information. And the more, the better. And I hope that they will.
No, excellent. Okay. Can we do one other? I've just got a couple of further questions. Obviously, every sector of the ICA, whether it's agriculture, tourism, insurance, banking, is going to be affected, and there are threats with climate change. Are there also opportunities? If you look at the environmental technology sector in Europe, it's equivalent to pharmaceuticals and what's the other big industry? Aeronautical industry. It's due to grow.
I do believe sincerely that this is a classic cooperative opportunity. I think that we can give a lead to the world, to consumers, to producers, and if we do, that there will be a response. They will see us, that we are the socially responsible organisation. They will respond, and I believe that we will benefit economically. I think specifically we could, for example, lead by encouraging people to buy energy-conscious products. The electric co-ops, could take a lead in this area, and of course, in other parts of the world, cooperatives could take leading positions in developing environmentally conscious products.
Right, you never know.
I think this is a classic thing that the Rochdale pioneers would have been concerned about. For me, the issue of climate change now and the social responsibility issues is exactly the same as chalk in the flour, rocks in the coal. Yes, I am certain that they would have been concerned. And the other thing as well, if you think about it, I can't think of any other issue which has the capacity to unite co-ops throughout the world as much as addressing this global problem.